All right, the first thing we're going to want to do in the service is to check the charging system. That way, if there's a problem, we're not going to have to go back into some of the fluids we replaced to fix it. So what we'll do is first take off this side cover. It's just a matter of pulling it. It's held on by locking tabs. That'll give us access to the battery. And what I'm going to do is I have my voltage meter set on volts DC, or direct current. I'm going to put the negative up to a known ground. And then I'm going to hold the positive side on the positive post of the battery, which is right here. That's going to give us our battery voltage, which is 12.99. Now as I turn on the bike, it's going to drop because it's going to pull a little bit of a draw. And then when we fire it up, we're going to see what the charging system is putting back out to the battery. Okay, charging system's looking good, so we'll continue on. Before disconnecting the battery, we want to make sure all of our electrical switches work and all of our lights work. So I'm going to turn the key back on. We're going to check our turn signals, check our brake lights, front switch, back switch, check our high beams, and our horn. Perfect. Good. Now that all of those are working, we're going to go ahead and disconnect the battery. Okay, now this bike just happens to be a 2004. In 2004 and later models, the battery is pushed in to this cavity of the bike. What we're going to need to do to remove the negative terminal, because it's on the far side of the battery, is disconnect this strap and pull it out a little ways. So I'm going to take a 7/16 socket and remove this bolt that holds the strap. Now that strap pulled, I can pull the battery out a little ways and remove the negative terminal. Okay, now you just want to make sure that terminal is out of the way of that battery post, so it's not going to have any accidental touching of it while you're working on the bike. That way, if we have any instance with the starter, we're not going to accidental start up while we're working. All right, now what we're going to do is start draining the fluids from the bike. Now, unlike a big twin, this bike only has two compartments for oil. You're going to have the primary and the transmission, which are combined. And your primary is this giant cover right here. It's what transfers the power from the engine to the transmission. So we're going to drain that, and then we're going to drain our engine oil. And if you look down at this mirror here, you can see towards the bottom a drain plug at our primary. That's going to drain the primary / transmission fluid. And then there will be a clamp in this area. If we pull this clamp off, it's going to be attached to a drain hose, and that's going to drain our oil tank. So without further delay, we can pop this clamp off. I'll get this mirror out of the way. And we can see our drain hose with our worm clamp. So I'm going to remove that worm clamp, and I'm going to pull that 5/8 drain plug and let these guys sit and drain.